Hi, dear friends. Happy Sunday. I'm still in my gown. I want to talk about something today that's not that fun. You know, those kind of videos, that part of the business, things you don't like talking about, but it's part of business, so I need to talk about it. And I'm going to go ahead and release this video as soon as I make it. I'll be on around 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern, with some clothing, miscellaneous jewelry, and I do have the guest Rachel on today. Yay, that's going to be fun. So what it's about is payments, invoices, things like that. And it's great. My business is still growing, so that's great. And but I would like to, right in the beginning, for people to kind of know what to expect. And then those customers that have been with me for a long time, please know that as there's growing pains, there's changes being made. About rules. Why do rules come about? Because something happened and you've got to put the rule in place, and that's kind of the way it is. So let's see, the way I'm doing my invoicing now is I let everybody know when my invoices come out weekly, you have 48 hours to take care of it. So you want to know that as soon as you come to one of my sales. You want to keep that in mind. Okay, Misty, every single week, she sends the invoice either on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. When I get that invoice, I've got 48 hours to take care of it. It's a bill due. It's not something that she's billing me for. I voluntarily went to her sale. I ordered these items, and she serviced me. She got me measurements. She answered questions. She took my bid, and maybe I even bid against other people, and I was the winner. And she wrote it down for me. She kept up with it for me, kept it safe and clean for about a week. And then she sat down and itemized it for me onto an invoice, and she sent it to me, and I have 48 hours to take care of it. It's my bill. Know that when you come and order, And I hope I sound kind and respectful about this, because that's my only intentions, is to be. But I'm learning that I have to set boundaries, and I have to stick to my boundaries. I have to set rules. I have to stick to my rules. That has always been so hard for me. And, people will. If you give an inch, people will take a mile. That does happen. And please, nobody has to email me. I'm not speaking about any of you. Okay? I know sometimes, I'll make a video and someone will ask, were you talking about me? I would never talk about any of y'all. Now, it may feel like it in your head for some reason. That happens to me too. But I never want to humiliate or shame anybody, embarrass anybody, I'm not trying to make a video and I'm trying to discreetly talk about somebody. I wouldn't do that. It's not the type of person I am. Maybe you've been treated that way before, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to grow a small business from the ground up, and I'm trying to be very explanatory about it and why. So, 48 hours to pay it, right? Okay, this is what's now into effect. If it's not resolved, which means paid within 48 hours, most of the time you'll get a reminder. I have some automated reminders, something like your invoice is in danger of being canceled, or this invoice will cancel here, but no reminder has to be sent. Right off the bat, I got 48 hours, okay? So it's something is going to happen. That bill's going to come. You don't have to guess about it. And you have to resolve it. And if you don't, and I have to end up canceling your invoice and return my items back to inventory, then you're on a 30-day probation with me. I wish I could think of a more positive way to say that, but it's a 30-day probation. I don't know ever how else to say it, which means I won't accept any bids from you for 30 days. All right? And that's just, to help see that, she's serious about her business. She's serious about the rules she puts in place. Sorry about the noise. Motorcycle riders are out because it's a beautiful spring day. Feels like summer, actually. So, yeah, for 30 days, I won't accept bids from that person. And that has happened to me before. And what usually happens is, unfortunately, that person will not come back and be a part of my channel. Because maybe they really took that very personal and offensive to them, and they don't come back and see me. And I hate that. And I can tell you, never, ever have I done that. Like, not accepted bids for 30 days on one occasion. Like, there had to be repeats and multiples of bills not being paid before I finally took a action and said, I can't accept a bid for 30 days. If that happens, then 30 days passes, and, you come back and order. And if it happens again, anytime in the future, 2 occasions, no exceptions of bids for my business anymore. And you can always come back and hang out, but I guess people find that hard to do. I actually had someone who did, go through that process. 30 days probation, they were gone for a while, they come back, they order, they pay like that now. So this isn't fun stuff to talk about, but I just kind of want to let anybody new come into my channel, please know that I have to set those boundaries and those kind of like policies and rules to thrive and grow. Otherwise, I'm taking a whole lot of time and throwing it away. And in this business, time is money. Time is money in a lot of things, but in this business, time is money. And I'm trying to be more effective with my time, and I just can't. As my customer base grows, if you have to deal with that with one customer, okay, and that used to be the way it was, 1 or 2. But as your customer base grows, you've got this happening a lot. You got to kind of put your foot down. You got to stick with it. And that's just the way, letting everybody politely know that's just the way it is, There's other things I will go through in the future and talk about from time to time, a little bit about. But the best thing to do is in the description of this video or one of my live videos or any video I upload, you can read all this. You can read it. And almost at least monthly, my description is growing. Because I need to put a new thing into place. So, so that's kind of how I do it. And please, like I said, it's not personal, it's business. And just because I think a lot of times because I'm not a brick and mortar, or us resellers, we're not bricks and mortars, we don't have a physical building you walk into. We don't walk into stores and do that. How many people go in, fill up their carts, get to the register, and just say, I put things back before. I overshopped. Yes. But, please be respectful of a little tiny small business trying to grow. That's all it is. It's scary for me to give up my work out into the 9-to-5, blue collar, healthcare work, whatever jobs it was. It's very scary to give all that up and to put everything you got, any overhead monies, all your time, all your efforts, all your hopes, and it's basically a wish and a prayer going after this to make a living at it, because it's something I can do that doesn't physically just crush my body. I can physically do it, and it's customer service is required, relationships are required, and social skills are kind of required. And I'm pretty good at that. And I'm glad about that. I'm not perfect at it. I'm a human being. I have feelings. I cry sometimes at the way that I'm talked to through emails. I have. And there have been occasions I have been manipulated, verbally abused, threatened, and you name it. And I felt so alone. I didn't talk to anybody about those things going on. I was alone in it. And it was abuse. And I refuse to accept that any longer. You know, I do strive to be a very kind person, but being kind doesn't mean that I have to be stepped all over. Kindness is not weakness. That's another thing I'm learning. It's not a weakness. It's a strength. And I don't know. That's just what I wanted to share today about that. What a boring subject. But I wanted to go well into explaining why, how, what. I don't just dream up a rule or policy. Things happen to make me react. Every action has an opposite or equal reaction, something like that. It's a law. And, you know, that's when policies and changes and things like it come into place, or things happen. I need to react, to nip it in the bud, to take care of it, to just take care of it and to grow. So it was a long way of explaining it. I wanted to explain it respectfully. I have no ill will or intent towards anybody. I treasure y'all. I thank you. What is a business without customers? With my YouTube live, it's even different with sales. In those live chats, I have better sales if my live chat, it may not be tons of people. You know, I don't have tons of people coming to my sales yet. But the people that do come, if they're engaging, if it's lighthearted and fun, they're interacting, they're picking, they're cutting up. You know, we're talking about tatas and melons and, you know, boobies and things like that. I mean, we're showing clothing. We talk about these things in there as ladies. We're having a good time. It is just the perfect atmosphere for people to shop. When it's quiet and less engaging and just subdued, and my mood has a lot to do with it. So many times I have to cast off my bad mood, my pain, my whatever I'm going through, and come and just be where I'm at and try to be a good space, you know, a good headspace to do this. And it's hard to do sometimes. But last night for the live sale clothing, we had a great time. I don't think nobody got upset. Nobody got offended. That's another thing. I went 5 hours to make it through 1 hour, and nobody got upset with another person, or nobody got offended, or nobody said, fine, I'm leaving. That's an accomplishment. But then to go 5 hours and that not happen, wow, that is amazing. So yeah, the live chats of our sales and these shows and these business sales, it means a lot. And the people that are coming and hanging out and engaging and commenting and, you know, conversing, it really can make or break a sale. And so I realize that. I've noticed that. Anyway, I don't know why I added that in there, but yeah, I want happy place, a happy, peaceful, nice, but it is a shopping channel. It's a sales channel, you know, that when most people come there too. People can come hang out. And every single time, I don't go hang out somewhere and shop every single time. If I have the money, I know that invoice is coming to me, and if I'm not able to pay it like that, I'm not going to order. You know what I mean? So if I'm able, and if I like, and it's a great deal for me, I'll jump in there and have a good time and order and shop. You know, the feeling's right, the mood's right. Sometimes it's therapy for me. So, you know, that's what my channel is. I do share about the journey of learning to love myself, accept myself, maturing into a decent human being, you know, that, I don't know, just maturing and becoming more wise and, you know, good person. I share about that. It's great. I love your feedback and your comments. My live sales are sales. And yes, feel free to come hang out. And you may go the whole time and see nothing you like. I love having you. But it's a shopping. It's happy shopping. I say happy shopping every time. It is a sales channel. So, of course, I've got to have things in place and measures in place and policies in place. And I've got to stick to them. I got to stick to them or I'm not being true to myself. And I've done that all my life. And I'm going to show myself some respect and follow my own policy and stick to my own good rules that are in place to create a nice business, a good experience for you and for me. So I love y'all. I hope that makes sense. If you listened all the way through, could you give me the thumbs up? If you're a reseller, will you please share your thoughts about that, your feelings about that? If you're a customer, feel free to share your thoughts and opinions and experiences. I appreciate positivity. I'm always looking to improve my customer service, improve my business. All right. If it is a private matter, if it's a business matter, feel free to email me. Always open door. I never would overlook even the hardest of emails. I won't overlook it. I'll address it. Okay? I have nothing to hide here. All right? What you see is what you get. I'm a plain Jane country girl trying to make an honest living. So yeah, share your feedback. Give me the thumbs up. If you listened all the way through, please put the word melons in the chat down there. I know you did. All right? Love y'all. I hope to see you after a while. All right. Bye-bye.